Welcome everyone to another live stream. Remember, I'm simply a dude on the internet. You need to listen to me at your own risk. Crypto is exceptionally dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. So yeah, let's get into today's charts. I've got your coins here from Twitter and I'm looking at you guys in the chat. So do throw them in there, your coins that you want me to take a look at. And we'll get to all of them hopefully before the end of this episode. So just to start things off, Bitcoin rallying off its recent lows, looking really good. All of the bears in a bit of disbelief. This is a new high being formed here with higher lows. So once again, we are in an uptrend. We've almost completely absorbed this previous dump back in August. Many people are saying October is going to be a very powerful month as the last quarter before that generally a last quarter is quite bullish, and the last quarter before a election year for the US is also very bullish. Now, unfortunately, the dollar still rallying, showing a lot of strength, still making higher highs here. But funnily enough, Bitcoin just doesn't care. As let's see what oil is doing. Oil kind of having a nice pullback, falling below 90 again. So this is good for the stock market. The stock market opened up a few hours ago. Still just consolidating here. I don't expect a larger than 10% retracement for this. But as soon as this can turn around, this will also give headwinds for crypto, right? So let's jump into Pulse. Let's start on the larger time frames. Let's look at the weekly quickly. So last week candle, this is the first day of the new week. Very good candle, almost engulfed this previous kind of bearish candlestick over here. So this looks good. We've got 3 weeks of green candles over there for the weekly. The RSI is still very, very low. There's still lots and lots of upside for when the bull run will start. If we can just consolidate, move sideways in these areas, I'd be happy. Let's go to the 3-day. 3-day chart with a beautiful little W here. You can just see it here. And it's confirmed because we've got higher lows and we have now, okay, we've not, oh, we have closed a candle, a 3-day candle above here. So this is very important that we hold above this 4,621 area. You can see this is a confirmation candle. It's acted as resistance 1, 2, 3 times, broken out now. So this needs to hold here. Not sure when this candle closes. Let's see how many candles. So 1, 2. So tomorrow still has to hold above this level. That would be your confirmation and the breakout of this W over here. We can do a measured move. When we confirm this candle, we can expect to see at least 6,499. We can also do a fib retracement to see. This would be the 50%, and it's not up here. There we go. This is the 50%. And we can also do a larger one to see if there's some confluence at these levels. Just put on the log chart. The 38.6 at maybe the 2.3. Well, let's just leave it at that. So yeah, a nice rally in the cards. Let's look at the daily. There is bearish divergence here if we don't make a higher high here. We really need to see a higher high above 48.76 on the daily time frame because the indicator is higher. It's this candle in here. You can see the indicators going higher, yet price action is still lower. So we've got yeah, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's just forming, so no real red flags just yet. Unless the RSI really is in oversold areas, which is still a ways away, I don't think it's really smart to get into a short position over here. You can look at the stochastic. This can spend a lot of time up here, and it's now really just showing a lot of strength up here. But the stochastic moves very, very quickly, so we can spend a lot of time in here. So that all looks good. Let's look at Pulse X quickly. This has actually created a higher high here, so it's broken out. So any divergences that were formed in here was now invalidated. This still looks good. I would like to see a few candles close above this green line to confirm this W breakout. You can see the W over here. Just close a few candles here, maybe retest it once and off we go. Let's look at versus Pulse, Pulse X versus Pulse. A beautiful little W here as well. Let's just remove the drawing so I can draw that in for you. So there's a large one there. It has now been confirmed. It has broken out. So Pulse X showing, reclaiming some space versus Pulse chain. The RSI still has a lot of room to go. No bearish divergences to speak of. This looks powerful, right? Just close the candle and held the support and just continuing upwards. There's a W there. There's a smaller one in here. This was your initial indication to go long here. And you can see how that played out. So it's good to see that Pulse X is reclaiming some strength versus Pulse. That's always great to see. Still a believer in Pulse X. All Richard Hart coins I really want to see do really, really well. 236. Oh, what am I doing? 0.236. Yeah, at least a move to the 29.29 for Pulse X. We can also do a measured move. Maybe we see some confluence at that level. This is actually going a lot. Yeah, so exactly at that 0.29 area. So Pulse X looks good. EHEX just doing nothing really. Still, we've got higher lows. There's another higher low that's now formed here. So yeah, no real higher highs just yet, so not really in an uptrend. Let's look at the two hexes combined against each other. Just moving sideways, hey? Just holding their current value. Trying to test the lows. This wick is kind of confusing here. But let's see if we can hold these lows down here. PX continues to perform really, really well. We can see the W's here. I mean, and there are a few of them here. Hasn't broken out just yet. There's your breakout level here, and then a larger breakout level there. Let's set some higher highs here today and the past few days. Really, Pulse X and Pulse has been showing some strength. And the others are just lagging behind a little bit. Let's look at PX versus Rapid Pulse. Is losing a bit of value. These are the opposites of W's. These are M's on the chart. But they haven't been confirmed yet. They haven't broken down. We can put up some breakout levels. The shorter time frame ones over here. Testing it now. There's another breakdown level here. And then the larger one is now being tested currently, as that is the breakdown level for, you can see the massive M here, right? It's kind of hard to spot these, but eventually you'll get a hang of how they work. And if we close a candle below 183 pulse per px, we can see probably a move all the way down to the range over here at least. It looks like it can go quite low from here. It would be still be very, very healthy if we retest this breakout level back here. Incentive token just tagging along at the dollar area. We are creating some nice higher lows here and W's on the chart once again, double bottom. This is good market structure. Let's just see it hold up at these levels. Versus rapid pulse, we'll quickly take a look at that. Yeah, continues to bleed violently versus pulse. Still continues to be a selling token. Beats, we've taken a... So Beetroot is a cool anonymous bridge, right? Just trying to bottom out at these areas versus rapid pulse. Just come back to the bottom of the range. This can easily turn into a W over here. It is a simple reflection token. I'm not sure if there's any benefit to holding it or if there's any stacking mechanism at all. PHUX, just again, once again, always when I see this chart, it's just a weird chart. It's just like this banana. And I expect it to just hold its value throughout the bull market against pulse at these levels. This is a balancer fork, and balancer only did a 6x in the previous bull run of 2019, where it is on Ethereum, and Ethereum did multiple more X's than that. Kick token, still in a little bit of a pullback. I mean, all of the altcoins are a little bit consolidating while Pulse has its day. It's natural to expect as people FOMO back out of their altcoin positions, trying to chase the pump, right? But these areas are where we should be interested in getting some of our favorite altcoins, right? Point of control at the 88.6 level, still 50% down from where we're currently at. We're just testing the 78.6 level. Nothing real surprising here for me. We've had an amazing run. I mean, just overall, it's been, if we put on the log chart, it looks good, right? Just need to create some market structure, which are some higher lows. These are new lows, so nothing really to get excited about just yet. I am still accumulating this slowly but surely. There's a nice breakout level that can get retested, and I'd be interested to get some more down there. This is also the around the 88.6 level. So expect the bottom to come down here. This is still called a Wyckoff check if we retest this, and it's still a sign of strength for a continued uptrend in the future. I mean, there's still a lot of coins, and I don't want to, that I really want to take a look at, but I'll go through Granny as well, as they obviously have a special place in my analysis, right? Granny token with something that runs up so fast like this, you should expect a pullback like this, right? If we look at what Kick did before it finally reversed and set new all-time highs, probably the better thing to do is to have these coins just not move this fast, but to have them build up very slowly. You can see 91% retracement in these meme coins, right? This is why selling halves on doubles when you're in profit and getting some more when it finally pulls the back harshly like this is a very, very good idea. So after a 91% pullback, we went up and did a 12x, right? A 12.5x after that. And I think that Gran will probably experience the same thing. If we go with that, I think we're down just above. Let's switch to rapid pulse. I mean, the daily RSI still hasn't even printed just yet. Down 83%, your 92, 91% is down there. So don't be surprised if we see prices like that before it starts creating higher lows and consolidating. It took Kick about 90 days to finish consolidating to get the sellers out. before going and making a new all-time high. Let's just measure that from the lows. I mean, you can do this with any other chart, right? So yeah, it took 77 days for it to make a new all-time high. Pulse reflection token, PRS. This could be easily a Head and Shoulders, right? This looks like distribution to me. The RSI has come down nicely and we're still high, pretty high. But these wicks up here looks like it wants to go down. I wanted to quickly look at Hex origin address or still holding up quite well. The RSI is getting nice and low. It's been a long consolidation and downtrend. We're starting to form some higher lows. No higher high just yet. The point of control was hit. This is where most of the volume was traded back here. The 78.6 level, this downtrend hasn't stopped yet. I expect new lows, and that's where I really need to step in and maybe get some of this. Okay, let's see what the chat is saying. Don D was first. Well done, dude. Favorite by far at the moment is Herbie token. So yeah, let's look at Herbie for you guys. There are a lot of you that's shilling this coin. And the last time I looked at it, it looked pretty well. $300 liquidity. 8K liquidity. Not really any sellers going on here, which is weird. No one's really in very large profits, or they're not selling at all. What's the market cap? 68,000. Let's see if we can spot anything on the chain analysis front. Someone holds 81% of the supply, which is a little bit concerning. I don't know if up speed is this the creator of up? Holds such a round numbers. Pulse CEO RH. Wrapped pulse. What? 1, 2, 3. That's a million. That's a billion. 6 trillion. Wrapped pulse. Can't be. 700 million, 200 billion, 6 trillion wrapped pulse. This could obviously be just a fake token. Yeah, it's a fake token. I don't like the fact that the top holder is creating or holding fake coins. Token burning. I have no... Oh no, it's the official wrapped pulse. Oh, you know what? They probably sent coins to... They sent coins to this wallet. So yeah, this is not circulating. It's just a marketing narrative. Like someone that's not really informed will see that. That's probably the OA address, the Pulse OA address. Okay, so it's weird that there's not really any trading going on this chart. It performs really good, but this is not where value is at, right? Value is down here, and like you've seen before, everything comes down and retests these, especially a meme coin. After a massive run like this, expected to come down, right? We can look at indicators, and I'm pretty sure there's various divergences at the top here. Yeah, as price is going higher, the RSI is coming down, so this top has been formed, expected to come all the way back. I don't hate these things, I don't hate them, I simply just look at them unbiased, and hopefully I get a clear picture of what's going on here. I won't be chasing up here. These candles look... There are some sells here, but really no one is selling. So how's the distribution in this? We can look at how many holders there are. 56 addresses. It's really not a lot. They're all in the granny chat and in here, which is fine. I don't mind that. So yeah, all of you Herbie guys, do click the like button and subscribe here. I'm giving you free publicity. Yeah, I won't chase it up here. Unfortunately, I would have to wait for these areas down here. What's up, Chase? Biro Attila. It's a pleasure, and I've probably butchered your name. What's up, Dixon? Jory, always good to see you here as well. FS says hi, Chase. Please check the Wrapped BTC. I always say this Wrapped BTC is an not gonna get that word out. This is the log chart. Just really holding on here. As it lost its lows, yeah, it's made new lows. If we go on the log chart and we include this here, we are now in the larger reload zone. If we include that massive wick up here. But I like cheap prices. I'm not willing to start nibbling up here. I would wait for these levels down here. Let me just remove the fib levels. Yeah. In this reload zone, yeah, it is in both reload zones right now. You can see how these reload zones are overlapping. If we look at the RSI, I'm going to remove the log chart because it's confusing me already. There's some confluence here, a retest at this 62 wrapped. Is it 62 wrapped? Yeah, 62 pulse per wrapped BTC. I'd be interested down there. Not just here. You can catch a falling knife, I guess. As some grannies will blindly buy the 61.8, the 78.6 level or the 88, or just wait for higher lows to form and a higher high to go long. This can happen anywhere in these areas, right? It can happen at the bottom of the range, in the middle, wherever. Just unfortunately have to watch the chart. Until we get limit orders, it's gonna get much easier. The RSI is still high, and I should be looking at it versus Raft Pulse. That was the USD value, so please excuse me. That was $62, the area that we were looking at. So I'm not going to pull up the full fib. We'll just use this one here. Yeah, and this is now testing this breakout level up here. That is called a Wyckoff check. The RSI is coming down, not yet be really at the extreme sold areas just yet, where I would love to see it go. Just because it sets it up for a good next run, right? Point of control is at 1.28 million pulse per wrapped BTC. So getting into support areas, but not slowing down just yet. Unfortunately, the whole Itropa ecosystem is selling down. Like I've warned everybody that these things eventually come down. Oh my word. This is why I really wanted to do today's episode, because I wanted to look at the whole Itropa ecosystem. We were called fudders and all different ugly words because we were warning people that this was very, very frothy up here. Everybody was talking about the beginning and how this is going to change the world. And now you have a major pullback, almost to the 88.6 level would be your next target. Let's look at the RSI. We should look at Rapid Pulse, as I always seem to forget. We're exactly at this level where I drew this, and this looks like it still wants to go lower. It is at the point of control, which is where most of the volume was traded. It might find some support here. RSI still trending down. We see how you oversold you got here, or the extreme bought areas. I would like to see some extreme sold areas get hit after a massive run like this. even the 88.6, that would be healthy if it still gets tested. And this is your breakout level back here, all the way down here. I mean, it's just such an explosive, massive run that these runs are very, very unsustainable. That would be at worst if you lose another zero and get to the 0.7 area. But that is a strong area of support. I'm not saying it's going there. The best thing to probably do is to wait for this. No bullish divergences yet, even on the shorter time frames. It's just you need to wait for this to create a higher low. You know, create some structure, move sideways, maybe even break this downtrend before really getting back into this. Because lots of people have now lost hope. I actually see people calling it a scam now, which is what you want to start seeing. So that's Teddy Bear consolidating, retracing fully now. And that's just how markets work, right? This is DAI, also making new lows on the day as people are chasing the pulse gain, right? 78.6 level is your next target. Let's just look at Rapid Pulse for you. And I didn't go through everybody, but maybe you know when no one in the chat even wants you to look at the Atropa ecosystem, that's really good. In a way that it might be time to start getting some. Yeah, DAI fully consolidating, right? It looks like the granny chart, right? A massive up move, and now you're doing a full retracement, which is very normal for these things to do. RSI, not really at the extreme oversold areas, extreme sold areas, I should say. We can do a volume analysis. See where most of the volume was traded. We're below the point of control now. So we've lost the point of control. You see, if you start losing these high volume nodes, you'll slip all the way to the next one, where we are currently at now. No higher lows just formed yet, but if this is something that you were interested in and you believed the beginning was in, you should have been taking profits on the way up and now reloading in these areas, expecting it to go lower. I mean, 9 DAI per PLS looks like it's in the cards. There was no real structure formed at the previous run up. That's why you want to see your W's, your higher lows, and nice consolidation sideways. So these next run ups are sustainable and don't just retrace the full way. That is Itropa also just pulling down everything with it, losing its lows. It looks the weakest between all of them. There's no structure behind this, so hope and pray that you hold this level here. It's still a long way away. You're below all of your reload levels except the 88.6 level. If you were catching a falling knife, you would have been buying these levels. The stochastic's very low. The RSI not really extremely sold just yet. You can see how very bought we got. So it's just doing the opposite now of a massive run up. Yeah, all you can do here is wait patiently once again for your higher lows. I sound like a broken record repeating things over and over, but literally this market is as simple as that. That's the whole ecosystem for you guys. Zenite says, hello Hans, thank you for your content. Can we look at the passive income machine, which is PZen? Conrad Zen's coin. He has stuck to it, which is, I'm surprised. He told me that he would stick to it, and it looks like he has. I think I'm probably blocked by him on Twitter. I'm not sure because I don't see him. You should probably join the chat, right? I told you guys that it's a little bit frothy up here. You could just see with the RSI very high, and this was bearish divergence 86. Yeah, so indicator went lower, right? You can clearly see it's going lower, yet the price went higher. That is bearish divergence. That is a signal for you to start taking some profits, right? It's now coming down nicely. It's nothing wrong with consolidation and a retracement, really. There's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't mean it's a scam, as some people will tell in your Telegram chats, whatever. Massive expansions are followed by retracements, very normal. Not in value just yet. You're still in the nosebleed section. It's come down nicely, but not really in your extreme sold areas. No bullish divergences to speak of. That is what is the RSI is best for, to see some divergences. And if we don't see that, we can't really expect a reversal just yet. So PZN nosebleed section, let it come down. There's strong support down here. This yellow line would be powerful, as that was the previous breakout level. There is more data back here because it traded on Ethereum for a while as well before launching. This was the lowest low, so let's just do a volume analysis from that area. This is your point of control at 8. So there are a few levels for the granny to start nibbling at. So you can start nibbling at 14 PZN per pulse, 10, and then the 7 area as well. And if the granny wants to be very conservative and wait for an uptrend, she can wait for her higher lows to form before going higher. This is a reflection token. Generally, they do quite violent pullbacks, but as we can see, everything is pulling back. If you can show the indicator and taking profit strategy for long run and not day trading, please check. Yeah, so this is a longer trading strategy. You start accumulating at the reload zones or blindly catch a falling knife at these levels, and then work out where the sell off on a double would be. So if I bought at 14, my first sell would be at 28. That is the all-time highs. And you'll sell half, always keeping 50% in the market. That's a free position. So this is a risk-free trade currently. You have your you have your pulse back, and you have a free position in this coin or whatever coin. Your next double would be at 56. So this is a totally profit trade here, and you're selling half on a double again. And this is long term, right? Because these are going to take a lot of time to play out. And then again, your next double would be at 112. And you'll sell another half there, because you can infinitely sell 50%. That's just math, right? 50% of an asset. All the way into decimals, right? You can still sell 50% of a decimal. And all the way up, you're gaining more pulse. And taking profits into a volatile asset is very good, as the asset still has a bull market in front of it, as all of us believe that there will be a bull market, and you're taking profits into that. Then if it tops out and pulls back, let's say it tops out, let's see, it consolidates a bit, makes a new all-time high, pulls back, you can then do another reload. You just pull your Fibonacci from the bottom to the top, and this is your new reload zone. And you can put in 50% of at least, maximum 50% of what you sold at these levels. So now you've got free positions and you're getting your coins back at cheaper prices. So that is a long-term strategy. You're compounding your gains, you're compounding your position in this coin. And when you start new nibbles, you're setting new buy orders. So that's 16 sell. This starts getting confusing, and that's where hopefully we get limit orders pretty soon, as you can just set these limit orders and forget. And then you've got new buy orders all the way up. At 36, the next one would be at 72. I know that's a little bit, it could be a little bit confusing, but I mean, it's taken me years to get to where I am now, and nothing gets learned overnight. You just have to You can either get my course, join my, which has invites to my Telegram groups, or just religiously watch all of my content. Right. I don't know what to tell you. Mega Inu Minu, they've been shilling hard everywhere. I've even seen them shill on B roots, uh, come down very, very quickly. Let's look at the top traders. Wow. Someone's bought 10K and he's made off with 24K. But he put in a lot of money in this. He's probably bid up this chart himself. There's some 6K sellers here who don't have any. Yeah, sorry for those guys who was chasing this. You probably saw it on B Roots' channel and now almost fully retraced. Not fully, that's a bit of an aggressive word because there's lots of room here for it to go down more. It's come down incredibly quickly. I mean, even faster than Gran was. So it's really hard to tell you what's happening next year. We can do a volume analysis. Maybe this tells us a story. We're already below the point of control. The RSI is not really going to tell us something unless we start getting, and it's attached to DAI as well. So it's going to come down very, very quickly as DAI is dumping. We can look at it versus DAI and, oh, this really, no, this is the hourly chart. And the RSI is not going to print because that's the negative thing about attaching it to DAI or something with a very large number. I mean, you've gone ahead and run with the Itropa ecosystem, hoping people will chase this. But, I mean, it's cheap versus DAI, it's cheap versus USD value, cheap versus SPDI, I should say. And there's nothing exciting here, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, you're not going to see, I mean, this is just massive exiting now. The candles are getting bigger the lower we go. Sorry, that's probably something you don't want to hear. I mean, we can draw out some support levels. There's your next support level. That's almost 50% down from where we are currently at. And then, yeah. You see, someone can easily create something or buy up a price and donate 50% or $50 to streamers, which is the max, and still make off with 24K. Right? You can easily get people to buy these things. And he's still got 7K unrealized. Look at his balance. So he bought actually right at the beginning, sold, bought more at the top like a noob, and is now selling. He probably didn't buy a lot up here, but selling all the way down. He's finished selling for now, which is weird. Why would you sell now? Stop selling now. But he's heavily, heavily in profit. So most likely an insider. Probably the guy that's donating to streamers to look at their charts. And speaking of donations, Hex to the Moon says, oh, sorry about that. You gave me a nice donation and I'm talking badly about your chart. Thanks for the donation, dude. Once again, like I sound harsh, but I try not to be. Well, the only positive thing I can say here is that you're not buying the top, right? There's a large exit now happening, but this could be because of the PDI. The other side of your liquidity is also going down in price, so that escalates the downtrend. I mean, I can't be too harsh on you guys because Gan and Granny and Kek has both sold off to these areas which we are currently in. And on the flip side, the best you can hope for is higher lows, right? Wherever this happens, that would be your signal to go lower or to go higher. and wait for the breakout level, which would be once you create a higher high. Once again, I sound like a broken record, but that is unfortunately what you need to wait for. It moved very quickly, and that's what I said previously. It's sometimes it's better for these things to grind up slowly instead of just going like really, really quickly. It's done insane gains. Let's just look at that. That's a 2400x. And it looks like they listed it with quite a significant amount of liquidity because it's holding up. So yeah, we've done menu for you guys. PLS is looking good. Don't sleep on Mega Inu. Okay, so the Mega Inu guys is all up in the chat, which is good to see. Thank you guys. Stimulate the algorithm for me. Balancer 0x balancer is this is balancer's chart. This is what PHUX is forked from. This is your balancer chart. Let's just remove everything else. And this is what I'm talking about. This was the previous bear market. And you can see the bottom here. The price was in November of 2020. You got an 8x, literally just an 8x. And it's just been bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. Yeah, that's why I don't think PHUX will do insane gains. It would just chill where it's at. But the thing is, the PHUX guys, their financial or Buck is a how would you say? He is a financial guy, right? So he likes that his product does something, and it's been doing well, right? They've been airdropping this coin to for free to sacrificers and to the ecosystem, people that are supporting the ecosystem, which is fine. They've garnered a lot of liquidity, which is great to see. So yeah, they're doing their job, and that's what those guys generally look out for. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Like when I told them that Balancer only did an 8x, where Ethereum during that cycle. Let's just see what Ethereum did, because I wanted him to tell me how much he thinks that PHUX will do in the bull market. He really didn't want to give me an answer, which is good because founders shouldn't give forward-looking price statements. So this is what Ethereum did, a 54x in a bull market, where something that's built on top of it didn't do even a 9x, right? So yeah, that is what a balancer is. Is Granny dead? Poor Granny, she's on life support. Dude, I love that comment. No, it just needs to consolidate, guys. After massive run-ups, um, retracements and consolidations are very normal. I mean, this episode has all of the altcoins has been all about that, but it's natural as well because Pulse Chain is running and everybody's FOMOing back into Pulse Chain. This is why the granny style of investing is so good, because you can chase the altcoins when there's an altcoin season, and when the main asset runs, everybody FOMOs back into it. Doesn't matter if they're in profits or in losses, they just rotate. And that is what is currently going on. It's player versus player. People are rotating in and out of coins, and back into the main coin and back into altcoins. And yeah, so no, give it time to consolidate. It's very normal for something to pull back after a massive run up. We can just see it in all these charts, right? What's up, UFO to go? Is granny life support? Same on THCN. Is THCN? I saw it. Oh, ThoughtCoin. Okay, yeah, of course I know what ThoughtCoin is. By Chase. Chase is in the chat. What's up, Chase? Let's look at Rapid Pulse quickly. So also did a really nice run up. This is Thought Coin, eh? Um, so below the 78.6 level, very normal. You had a really, really good run up. You're washing out the initial guys that are in lots and lots of profits. You've got a new low here, or a few candles back, which isn't too bad. Let's look at the RSI. This is the 4 hourly. We don't have nice and low really. You've got bullish divergence here as price went lower, yet the price is still holding up. You can all you can do here is wait for, if this goes lower or it doesn't, it can just maybe have bottomed already. Create your higher lows and buy there, right? Once you create a higher high. How long have we been going? Wrapped. Okay, we've done that. Pulse kitten. I need to go quicker because there's lots and lots of requests. I always spell this wrong. Pulse kitten. There we go. So Pulse kitten has been performing really, really well. I said I would take a look at it and I actually forgot. And it's made a new high, all-time high. Well done to the Pulse kitten guys. You're in oversold areas, your extreme sold areas or extreme bought areas here, if I can just get my right words. There is more data here. Do you guys, maybe I should be fair and look at all of the data. So yeah, new all-time highs, barely created new all-time highs. Well done to them. It looks like they've got a cool website. They've got NFTs. I think it's an NFT platform. I should really know the fundamentals of these things. But this is the nosebleed section, right? You can't be chasing up here. You need to wait for a retracement at least. This does not mean it can't go higher. It can easily go more higher. You're getting to very, very risky areas. But people will chase green candles either way, right? Pulse, pulse change strength is showing on this chart already. Yeah, and well done to them. It's performed really, really well. I just can't chase it here, unfortunately. This is getting very risky for me up here. I need to wait for it to get to lower prices, and they've performed really, really well. I mean, you never would have thought that because it made new lows, right? And it just rallied off its lows. It's got a nice little W here, very small, very subtle, but it was enough, right? And they've got Extranaut, which is doing hard work to show this project for them. Hopefully, they reward him handsomely, but I don't think he's part of the project. I just think he likes it, and he's done a lot of work for them. So yeah, well done to him. Access is here. What's up, dude? Yeah, I can look at Access for you. I told you a few that I would look at it, and I did maybe 2 or 3 episodes ago. Wrapped Pulse. I'm really disappointed at myself on this chart because I knew about it very early and I should have gotten on it, but I was conservative, right? And I didn't get in, unfortunately. What I like to do with Axis, just to get rid of this wick over here, because a massive whale came in here and bought with Pulse X all the way up. I keep saying this, like at the beginning when I found out about it, I wanted to wait for at least the 61.8. It's never gotten hit for me. I mean, there wasn't even a pullback. This was a nice pullback here, but it still didn't get to my zone. And I probably should have gotten it when it was here. When it was here, I should have gotten some. You still got some nice higher lows. You got your breakout level here. It's now broken out. And off you go, right? Still moving higher. Traders, people are making nice money. I mean, this guy's made 7K on this already. there's definitely some profit taking happening, but it's still continuing higher. You've got higher lows. I mean, there's really nothing I can say about this chart. You were in extreme oversold or overbought areas, or not overbought, extreme bought areas, and it just, yeah, it acted as if it never even happened. Just continues going up. Technically, we are in the reload zone because you've got this massive wick, and where this is the reload zone. Yeah, it's difficult. This is probably the one chart that has me at a loss for words. The only thing I can do is do it on the line chart. And this is probably not even gonna get hit. So, I mean, if you really wanted some, you should probably just bite the bullet and get in. So yeah, that is that. I mean, we can do chain analysis and all that, but I don't think it's necessary. Axis is doxed. He is, I believe, benevolent. And yeah. X to the moon. Oh, so it is connected to Edai. He's talking about Minu. So I do apologize. Dude, what a cool symbol you have here on Axis Alive. That is really cool. Can you speak on THCN? Yeah, so we just look at ThoughtCoin for you guys. Just needs to consolidate a little bit. It's done an amazing run. Look for a 90% pullback. I think it's at like 70% if we do get that low. So yeah, Hex to the moon. I do apologize that you said Minu is, I expect Minu is attached to die. So where I said it's attached to P die, I do apologize for that. When do we get an Axis and Hun stream? I'm down to do another streamathon soon, maybe next week. Yeah, reach out to me. Dude, I broke my earphones, so I need to fix my earphones. Like yesterday when I streamed with, oh, it's the day before that with Corey. Like literally just before the stream, I tripped over my headphones and broke them. So I need to get that sorted out. Pepe, I think we're about to finish this very soon because I smell food and I'm hungry. Oh, this is not. This is the new Pepe. I didn't even get to the guys on Twitter. The guys on Twitter just have to, unfortunately, join the stream on YouTube to get this analysis and get their coins listed. So yeah, for now, like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I'm very, very close to 2,000 subscribers. And it'd be awesome if I can hit that. So, bullish divergence on Pepe. Yeah, I mean, even the OBV has the on-balance volume. So the volume traded has bullish divergence. Let's get the RSI for you. Yeah, price is going lower, yet the RSI, there is bullish divergences here, which is good to see. You're inside of the reload zone. This is where value is at. You're now retesting the breakout level, which was back here. You're literally retesting it now, or below it. We're testing it at resistance actually now. I mean, this is where you should be interested if you're into Pepe. These are new lows, unfortunately. So if you want to be patient and not buy something that's going to go lower, once again, need to wait for higher lows for that to be confirmed. A close above this level, wherever this higher high comes in, and you can maybe even wait for a retest, and if it holds, that would be cool. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate the super chats. Sorry for the harsh analysis, but I need to be as honest as I possibly can be, right? So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember to always play from a position of strength. Your position of strength is 68% at least down from the top, And don't get wrecked, right? That means never put in more than 5% of your trading portfolio on any which idea, because you never know, you might just get rug pulled and lose everything. So manage your risk, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers for now, and bye bye.